Hello and welcome back to art class. Today we're going to be wrapping up our pop art. Okay, we are literally drawing a pop can. Last week I walked you through the basic shapes and steps of the basic shape of the pop can itself. You had to choose your brand. I happened to choose Dr. Pepper, and remember, you had to come up with your own new flavor. You were not to be using one that already exists. So if there's an example would be if somebody chose Pepsi and they wanted to do cherry Pepsi. Pepsi already makes a cherry Pepsi. So you got to come up with something new. I suggest weird flavors like chocolate cake, or I picked banana. Nobody's gonna have a banana one. I kind of think it's better to have kind of a funny flavor. Maybe you want bubble gum. I don't know, your choice in that. You would need to draw how you think their can would be. Me, I went with the banana flavor. So I drew where I thought they might have the banana, and now I have to color it accordingly. But before we do the coloring, there's a couple things I want to add to our picture that would help with our just the basic look. Number one, I kind of want to put a line for a table or counter so it doesn't look like it's just floating in space. So that you could do with a ruler or you can hand do it, but I'm going to get a straight edge, so I'm just going to use this box and I'm going to use it as a straight edge. Like that. I just need a straight line over that. And then the next thing is I want to add a little bit of a shadow. So I'm going to have the shadow go off the page and go a little bit behind there. That's pretty much it, just so it looks a little bit more 3D-ish, since that's what we're kind of going with. Okay, next, use your colored pencils or crayons, whatever's kind of handy. If you can do this in marker, that would be okay. You're gonna choose whatever material you want to do this project in. In fact, now that I'm thinking about mine, I think mine would actually look better in marker because there's a specific color I'm looking for in my colored marker. So you choose crayon, colored pencil, marker, your call on that. I'm just gonna fast forward through mine because today's basically just getting the back picture done and making sure you put a table and shadow on there. Make sure that you color everything. The wall can be white, but the table cannot be white. I don't want these two things to be white. All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and start coloring. Once you're completed, you can Sharpie it. I kind of did the same. I didn't have a Sharpie. I had one of these Expo markers, and that worked just fine. But you could use a black colored pencil to outline too if you need it. I needed it for my particular picture because of some of the areas, so I just ended up outlining everything. And now that I'm looking at it, there's actually one more spot that I need to outline. There we go. Okay. Like I said, you get to choose your materials. When you're done, upload a photo for me. Let me see how it turned out. And I will see you next week.